perfect quad toe. It isn't just the quads, it's the quality of the quads. It isn't just the jumps. The skating is beautiful. The delicate touch.
The speed.
It's the stacking
Every
of
detail.
everything from top to bottom.
Look at the quadruple toe loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lands it on one foot. Hangs onto it long enough. Doesn't put the other foot down. That is a clean quad.
I'm lost in a city, still so far from home. I've searched for you.
First move, a quadruple toe. Triple toe, triple loop. That was a very nice
Combination. Quad toe, triple toe, double loop.
We've seen it in men's skating, you know, the amount that the quad was rewarded and how it affected overall artistry and overall skating and the performance. And
satellites. When I'm old, losing sight.
Here it is, the quad toe. Beautiful. Triple toe.
And back-to-back quads.
Finding that running edge, so pure. This opening combination, quad toe. Look at the size of it, the speed coming out.
He may be 17, but he too has a quad. Here it is.
Trapdoor. A trapdoor is a turn that goes from forwards to backwards or backwards to forwards, where there's a change of foot and a change of the edge that you're on.
Beautiful quad toe there, though, getting it.
4回転2本目4回転トーループトリプルトーループのコンビネーション裏木はありません
Still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Crossed out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time.
There are some other steps and turns do not affect the levels of difficulty of step sequences, but it can be affect in regard of quality.
Such as cross rolls. Spread eagles.
Welcome with me.
quad toe first up. Perfect. That's as good as you get.
City, still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time.
Counters. Theirs is a 1-foot turn with change of skating direction and without change of edge. Twizzles is a multi-rotational 1-foot turn that moves across the ice.
Put his hands up. Whoa.
Far from home, I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time.
Only a single.
ちょっといいですか？
まあこれも難しい入り方から結局入ってるんで、普通にやろうと思えばもしかしたら飛べたかもしれないですけど、やっぱり難しいから入り方からやって、貪欲にやっぱりトリプルアクセルトリプルアクセルを狙いにいってたんですよ。疲れましたね、さすがに。例えば単発だったら、あんまり大きく飛ばなくても軸さえしっかり作ればいいみたいな感じになってたんですけど、こんなに疲れてる状況でもやっぱ2本飛びたいって思ったんで、ちょっと大きく入れたんですよね。そしたらもう閉まらなくて力がなくて。
Here's the toe loop. We're in the presence of...
Quad is scheduled first up.
Even when he's not quite over the skate in the air, you know, he can still get a quality landing. That is the skill of this guy. He really is a genius. The program was constructed beautifully. There's that second quad toe. Still got a triple toe on the end of it, with quality.
Here's the last quad, the toe loop.
Unbelievable.
You forget about the quads. You forget about all the technical elements there, and you're just lost in the program.
Figure skating is not such a high-profile sport.
Yeah, he's taken it to another level.
4回転トールトリプルトール素晴らしいジャンプでした。完璧な3つのジャンプ。4回転トールトリプルトール。
Where's it all going to end, you have to ask yourself.
Yes.
Where's it going? It is amazing.
It is beyond the comprehension, really.